Hi, my name is Tony and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a blackberry crumble from plantbasedonabudget.com. Start by preheating the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and taking an 8 by 8 inch pan and lightly greasing it. If you don't want to use grease and you're using a nonstick pan, that works also. But another way you can do it without using oil is putting down a piece of parchment paper, cutting the parchment paper to fit the pan and folding in the creases. Then you would layer everything on top of that for our crumble. Then in a medium bowl, we're gonna add 1 cup of flour. I'm using an all-purpose flour. 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is such an easy recipe. And then 1/2 cup of vegan melted butter. I'm using Earth Balance today. If you're new to vegan butter, you can get Earth Balance or alternatives like Smart Balance, or even the one that had Fabio from the 90s on the commercials. I can't remember what it's called. Something like, I can't believe it's not butter, or something like that. I know they have a vegan one as well. I got mine at Walmart, but I know they sell Earth Balance and Smart Balance at most grocery stores. I'm mixing all of my crumble ingredients together. I'm switching over to a spatula. I realize that that's going to be easier. And I want to make sure that I'm getting all of the dry ingredients from the bottom of the bowl and the sides. And then I'm going to set it aside. In a large bowl, I'm now going to add in 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. This is going to thicken up the filling of our crumble, so that it's not all watery when the berries are baked. I'm also gonna zest some lemon, and I've already washed this. I usually forget and I squeeze it first and it's a pain, but today I remembered. This adds a nice extra layer. It's not mandatory, but I like the flavor that it gives, so I usually add in lemon. Watch your fingers when you're zesting. You can wear your knife glove if you want. I usually do, but today I'm being extra careful. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, that's when the danger happens. I'm gonna take a fork or a knife or spoon and add all that zest in there. I'm gonna do the other side too. I should have waited to cut it, but you can't win everything. I love crumbles in the summertime. I know it's kind of a pain, especially here in Sacramento where it does get so hot during the summer. It's dry heat though. It's usually 100 degrees to something like 110, 112, somewhere around there, which is really hot. And that's hard to turn on the oven, but sometimes when things cool down at nighttime, because we're surrounded by rivers, it gets really nice, and then I'll bake something like a cobbler. Get the last of this zest out. Then I'm gonna mix it together and add in my blackberries. These blackberries could easily be replaced by blueberries or raspberries. I'm using 3 bags. I'm trying to get around 40 ounces, and you're not gonna thaw them. You're gonna leave them frozen. 1 bag, and then our 3rd bag, and mix everything together. You want all of your berries to be coated with the dry part that I added in first. And how I usually do this is I bring my spoon all the way to the bottom and bring it back to the top and turn my bowl as I do that. And scrape the bottom of the bowl so that you're not going to get a clump of dry ingredients in a bite later down the line. Okay, I'm getting a workout. Oh, I'm starting to get sweaty. This is my resistance training for the day. Okay, that looks good enough to me. We're gonna now transfer this over to our 8 by 8 inch pan and simply pour it in there. It should be heaping because when they cook, the juices are going to be expelled and it's going to shrink a lot. So it's okay that it's very full. And one tip that I like to do is when I put it in the oven, I want to add a baking tray beneath it whenever I do something that's heaping with fruit, just in case it pours over. You don't want a messy oven that's gonna burn those juices and make your house smell bad. I usually add in that baking sheet to protect from that situation happening. I've learned my lesson. Now make sure you spread the berries in your pan so that they are in an even layer, and that will allow them to also cook evenly. Then we're gonna put on some of this crumble topping. And you can stick it around anywhere. I love crumbles. I think I mentioned that earlier, but you can probably tell by the amount of videos that I've done for fruit crumbles this summer. I'm on a roll. I'm also on a roll with Ninja Creamy ice cream. If you want to see more of those videos, let me know. I have one for strawberry ice cream coming down the pipeline, but if you want to see more, we're eating ice cream often. That's homemade. And we try to make it lower sugar and a little bit healthier too. Sometimes protein packed, which is extra tasty. All right, we're coming close to the end of our filling mixture. And I want to make sure that it's also evenly spread out. So I'll move a couple pieces. Now I'm going to go put it in the oven and bake it for 45 minutes. Okay, this is now out of the oven and it looks beautiful. They're not going to get open to it just now. I have to get going and I want to serve it to our guests for dinner. So I'm going to leave it as is. I know it's going to be delicious and I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you have any questions or anything else, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Bye!